Buckle up, I'm showing you how to make some apple butter. This is great for gifts. This is great to have on your shelves for your family. I absolutely love this, and it is one of the easiest canning recipes, in my opinion, to make that everybody is always impressed by. So I started off with my bags of apples. I do not peel them. Some people do. Don't come for me in the comments. I've always done it this way. It's always worked. So I cut up my apples, core them, and then I prefer to use the crock pot for this. So I put them in the crock pot. I ended up using 2 cups of brown sugar and a buttload of cinnamon. Obviously, I didn't measure this, so you just, if you like cinnamon, put a bunch. If you don't, then don't. I use bottled lemon juice. You could use fresh, but I like the bottled lemon juice because it has a higher pH. And I like to add it in there for flavor and just acidity too. So I put that in there. It was probably about 1/4 of a cup. Then I used vanilla to give it some extra flavor as well. So I put a little bit of vanilla in there. My vanilla is homemade, so that's why it's in this mason jar. And then I just kind of roughly mixed that. Obviously, it was full to the brim, so I couldn't mix it really well, but I did my best. And this is going to like cook down, so that's why I'm not worried about it being completely full. So then I put it on high for 10 hours. I checked it about an hour after I started it, and this is what it looked like. And then I went to bed, and this is what it looked like the next day. You can see it's really dark and rich, and that is why I love using the crock pot, because I feel like it just really helps get that thick apple butter texture as opposed to doing it on the stovetop, because it can cook for so long. So I took an immersion blender, blended it up until it was this nice silky consistency, and you can see how thick and just really hearty that this turned out to be because I used this crock pot method. So I highly recommend, if you're going to do it, that you use a crock pot to do it. So then it was time to can it up. So I filled up my Waterbath canner and I cleaned my jars really well. I put my jars in my Waterbath canner with a splash of vinegar and let them boil for about 10 minutes so that they could get nice and sanitized. I take some boiling water, put it in this bowl, and then put the flats in there so they can sanitize as well. And then I just filled up my jars to about 1 inch headspace. Once they were all filled up, I wiped the rims down with white vinegar. This is really important to make sure your rims are clean so you get a good seal. I used this fancy magnetic tool to put my flats on. Once I got all of my flats on, this is what it looked like. And then I took my rings and put them on finger tight. Remember, you don't want to crank them down because they will buckle, so just as tight as they can go without using both hands. And then I put them in my Waterbath canner for 15 minutes, and this made 7 jars of apple butter, and it was delicious because I tried it before I put it in the jars. So this is super easy, great for gifts. Give it a try. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.